what I wanted to say was, okay, on a very personal level, I wanted to talk about decision making.
I knew you would go there.
So
Okay.
you generally have a struggle with decision making, right? You do.
Yeah.
I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, and you can. No, I won't.
No, you're
don't have the option
100%
of
right.
Don't correct me.
You're 100% right.
Right? I'm right. Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you think that comes from? Cognitively speaking, not
Okay.
emotionally, not episodically, cognitively speaking. Where does it come from?
Okay. I think I go through. So to start with, first of all, when I became self-aware that I do not like making decisions, I started thinking about why this happens, and I spiraled. But I think cognitively,
So honest, I just spiraled.
You said
yeah, because you know, as psychologists, we know there's a root cause.
is
Don't know
it.
what it is.
My self-awareness
Yeah.
caused my spiral.
We love the
So,
honesty.
so cognitively speaking, I think maybe it's because of burnout.
Okay.
Maybe. I'm just guessing. I need to go for therapy for this, but I'm just guessing that lack of decision making, or you to the point where you just are paralyzed, like you don't want to take a decision anymore, and you just want someone else to just take the decision for you.
Because that's actually a very good point. Decision-making kind of situation can be helped through therapy.
Yeah.
Because there are some things, even though psychologists, not all psychologists would admit it, a lot of things cannot be helped through psychology
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah.
But decision-making is one of them.
Yeah.
And you're saying is related to burnout. So burnout is emotional as well.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Definitely.
When you do make a decision, even like a one where do we go out for dinner? What happens inside your brain?
So, say I'm going out with colleagues,
Okay. Right?
Yes.
and you guys have seen this, but I can never choose a place to eat. Okay, I have to do it according to what other people would like to eat. And I know you will say it's kind of people pleasing, but
Yeah.
it's more of not because I want you guys to enjoy, which I do want to. I want you guys to enjoy, but it's more of I cannot take the decision of what I want to eat. Maybe because I like a lot of things, so I can't pinpoint on one thing that I want to eat. But all in my head, it's like, oh, I like eating pizzas, I like eating burgers, but what should I eat?
So your own whatever gut instinct or intellectualization doesn't help you make that decision for you. So you go like, you do it.
Yeah.
Somebody else do it for me.
Exactly. And it doesn't end at the restaurant choosing. It goes down to looking at the menu, and then say before we reach the restaurant, I look at the menu and I see the list of the food, and I'm like, this is a lot of options. I
So
don't
the
like
heaviness
options.
of the choice and the options make it hard.
Yes. If you give me two things to choose from, I still won't be able to choose. But at least it's not like, oh my God, I can't make a decision. But if it's like a lot of options, like if you see a menu card and there's like so many things you need to choose from, I cannot. It's just like, I just want to go back home. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
The choice overwhelms you. It's just like, I'm done.
Yeah. Max I can do is choose one or two things or three things.
That's not a problem you face.
I feel like I'm trying to get better at it, but ever since I was young, I was the most indecisive person ever. Like since I was a child.
Oh, okay.
Like that was a running.
No, you can't
thing.
tell, to be honest. Like,
I'm trying to get better at it.
what are you doing for that?
Just being decisive. Like I think it comes from my confidence.
Just do it. Can't choose, I choose this.
Yeah, just realizing that there is no like issue with choosing something. Like before I used to like really overthink it, like what if it's the wrong decision, what will happen, what if I don't go for the other option. But now I'm just like, let me just choose one, because like what's gonna happen, like at most, like just try it out. So
Like in the restaurant's case, at most you won't like the restaurant.
yeah. So in restaurants, I still play it a little bit safe. Like I'm not adventurous, but I'll just see what I like and then choose it. Whereas before, like I would look at all of these options and think, what do I choose? But now I'm just like, this is what I like, so this is what I should choose.
Chicken
Simple as
piccata,
that.
that's what we're getting.
Yeah. Cheesecake Factory.
That's what we're getting.
So it's the same. I'm not adventurous. I could be, but that's something I can work on. Yeah.
But you have made the decision to make a choice, which itself is a decision.
Yes.
So, so your indecisiveness has gotten very meta, and reduced
I'm not
itself-
sure it's a solution. It's a work in
It
progress.
just reduced a lot. So
Yeah.
if you had to give someone who is indecisive
Mm-hmm.
a recommendation that this is what you do to improve your decision making stance, what do you do?
I'd say just be confident in your decision. I know you said it doesn't come from your confidence, but just like don't overthink it. Like, what's the worst that's going to happen if you choose A or B? Like, maybe there's the next time and you can choose B if you chose A, or you'll know for the future. But at least choose one for now.
You know?
Do you know?
Do you know or do you not know?
Do you know what I
to.
mean? I don't know if that's.
Let's do an
advice.
example. Let's do an example of buying a car.
Can I also, before, I'll just cut you off.
No
for a
worries,
minute.
go for it.
There's one thing that someone told me. I don't remember it, like the whole thing, but it was something like, I think it comes from there. When you, so life is made up of choices, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
She knows where this is going.
if you make the right choice, like you may make the right choice or the wrong choice. And I'm just scared to make the wrong choice, I guess.
But what's gonna happen?
What if something bad happens?
The what ifs. It shouldn't be what
This
ifs. It
feels
should
like
be
a
what
therapy
is.
session for me. I'm in therapy.
Listen with
Yes,
Zoe.
yes.
Yes.
The thing is, what I was trying to say was, if take that right or wrong choice.
Yeah.
Well, let's go with the worst case scenario and let's
Yeah.
see how that happens. So
Yeah.
let's take buying a car.
Yeah.
You have only two choices because these are the only two cars that fit your budget and your requirements.
Yeah.
One car is an SUV, one is a sedan. Make a choice.
I will ask my dad.
You'll ask your dad. You have to make that choice. Your dad has narrowed it down to these two things.
Then I'll ask my mom.
No, you have to figure this one out. A sedan and an SUV. How do you go? What steps do you take to make that choice? That's a tough one. Is that a tough one?
This seems like, yeah.
Is that a tough one? Like to. in
Yeah,
your head?
I need more details. Like in-depth details.
So you do research basically.
I think so. Yeah, I would go for research. But I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, so when you're in this situation, what do you do?
So I like cars, so I would definitely look into like the models, which one's gonna last longer. So yeah, basically make like a pros and cons list
Yeah.
and just see which one would be the better option for the long run. Because if I'm on a budget and I just have these two cars, I need to check which one would work for the long run, have the lowest maintenance, etc.
So research is very key when it comes to decision making.
For big things, yes.
For big things. And also interest, because you said something like, I like cars. Mm-hmm. You don't
Yeah,
like cars.
No.
So that was easier for you to make
Yes.
as a choice. What is something that you do like?
Food.
But then you can't make that choice.
Exactly.
Even
It's a
with
full
research.
circle.
Even with research, you go like, oh, these are the things that I can't say you're allergic to ketchup. A restaurant has
Shame.
ketchup only. Can you make the other choice?
Yeah.
You can.
What
right?
about in
Yeah.
art? Like when it comes to like a blank canvas, you seem like you know what you want to draw or what you want to paint. Like when we did our team bonding exercise, you immediately knew I want to do these colors and this is what I'm going for. So how
I
did you
went
come
for
with
black.
that? Yeah. So
The
how did you
safest
go
choice.
for that?
Oh, yeah, and she was the first one to choose it.
Yeah.
Exactly. She
Right,
was
we
very
were still
decisive.
deciding. You were very decisive. That's true, actually.
I think it boils down to I think what you like. So if I know that I like the color black and I want to use it because of my aesthetics or whatever, that's why I chose the color black that day.
Very fast.
Yeah.
Very fast, like
Yeah.
30 seconds in.
You
You
knew.
sat down and you were like, I want black.
You
Guy
knew
was
what
like,
you
yeah,
were
let me
doing.
give you the canvas. Like, yeah, so,
And also with food, I know that I like chicken,
Okay.
but I don't know which. Like if I go to an intercontinental place, like I will have, I don't know.
Grilled chicken,
I
fried
don't know.
chicken.
It's funny because some things I can make a decision, but I cannot tell you what those things are when I
Right.
make the decision. But there's
But-
some things that just
But from what I gather is that decision making in your case, you've always had a problem with it while growing up. And then you kind of leaned into your confidence to build around it and start working. And you just
Yeah.
started making a choice.
Yeah.
Whether it was right or wrong or relevant to that situation, you didn't care about it. You just made a choice.
Yeah.
Through research is what your way has been so far. But in your case, it's like you still can't, even with all of the steps that she's saying, and you apply it to
Yeah.
your daily life,
Yeah.
you still find it to be more indecisive.
Yes, I think maybe what I think is my decision making comes from the emotional side. So maybe I need to work on my emotional side of it.
Or try
Hers
to-
is more practical, which means that maybe you took like practical steps to,
Yeah, for
you know,
sure.
overcome it. Those practical steps are not working for me. So maybe I need to take those emotional steps to
Right.
overcome it. So
Or you can take the emotional steps to make it more, to intellectualize it a little bit.
yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, I feel very bloated today, so I can't have this.
yeah.
Kind
Yes.
of.
Yeah.
Right? You
Yeah.
kind of seep into that. So,
Exactly.
as a person who's struggling with decision making, what
Yeah.
would you tell people who are struggling like you?
You're not alone. I think
Make a
Struggle with-
decision. Make a choice. Say something.
It's very much an example.
exactly. I think how I ended it, first see if it's practical and or does it stem from some emotional baggage that you're carrying from a very long time ago. If it is from that, then maybe therapy helps or talking to someone will help. If it is practical, then yeah, you know, confidence and whatever Zoha said, you know,
Leaning
use
into
those,
research.
use those,
Yeah.
use those
Yeah.
tips and tricks. But I think another thing, the last thing that I will say is also let go of perfectionism. I think that is
Yes.
one big thing that we can see in all working adults, especially that we
Yes.
want things to be perfect, and that is why we don't make the decision also in some things.
Yeah.
So yeah, just let go of it.
That's actually a great advice. See?
Yeah.
You made a good choice.
Well done.
Thank you guys.
Well
Thank
done.
you. Thank you guys.
That's fantastic.